Good evening, my friends. I want to tell you a story about self-hatred tonight. I learned the first part of this from Teal Swan. She has a little thing about self-hatred that I found really helpful. If you want to Google Teal Swan self-hatred, I encourage you to do that, but I'll share my bit with you here. Self-hatred is a very highly evolved and wise coping mechanism for an environment where you were never accepted for who you were by the authority figures around you. When we are children and we don't have the greater personal power in a dynamic with our parents, usually is where it starts. And for whatever reason, and again, not to blame parents because they've got their own stuff going on and that's valid, however harmful it may be, but oftentimes they, our brains, our own survival instinct will side with the person who has the power because we need their approval to survive. Attachment and belonging are the deepest needs, two of the deepest needs we have. So we need the approval, and at least on a basic level, and the sense of belonging we get from that. So our brain will side with them. It will side with, especially if your parents did not have, or the people around you did not have the ability to make space for your needs and to make space for who you are as a human being, then you will make yourself wrong so that you can fit into that dynamic. You will make the part of you that they can't accept wrong so that you are safe in that dynamic. And we deeply subconsciously replicate this over time. And part of it is when you're rewiring, the other thing is that oftentimes these patterns, when we're in limbic impairment recovery, are still more powerful than our personal agency is. We have to rewire ourselves to a point where our sense of who we truly are and our practice self-acceptance is bigger and stronger than these mechanisms, these coping mechanisms, the coping mechanism of self-hatred as a way to find safety, where we buy into this other perspective. And what it looks like to be accepted in a way that allows you to feel safe, to show up as you are, looks like someone saying, hey, you being exactly who you are is a good thing. Like if you say something to someone or you start crying because someone says something and they say, hey, did I say something wrong? I'm so sorry, what was it? So that I know not to do that next time. Oh, you're hungry? I'll make sure I bring snacks next time. You're thirsty? I'll make sure I bring water next time. You need to go to the bathroom? Okay, great. Let's go find a bathroom. When our basic needs, both physical and mental, psychological, emotional, are met with, wow, of course, yes, I'm going to meet that need, then we have a sense that our needs are welcome here and it's safe to have them. If any of our needs for love, acceptance, regulation, basic physical needs we were not met with that when we were small, we internalize the sense that those parts of us, whatever they may be, I'm giving those examples, but it could be anything, we will villainize ourselves for having those needs. And I just want to see you in that doing this work of rewiring and being human is really heavy when you're sludging through the mud of the resistance that comes from this deep self-hatred the whole time you're doing it. It's a big pattern a lot of us have, and it's really uncomfortable. It creates a lot of resistance. It's a very heavy pattern. And understanding at least where it comes from and knowing that it takes time to heal and that one day you will be the person with the power, even if you're not yet. And you won't have to live in constant fear of what the person with the power is going to do if you don't conform to what they want. It's a big pattern a lot of us carry. I want you to understand that and know that you will get there. Even if today or tonight or whatever it is, wherever you are, you feel like you're drowning in this pattern, you will find your way out. And there's a reason for it. You don't hate yourself for no reason. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You've just never had the chance to be told that you exactly as you are wanted, loved, and acceptable. That's all it takes.